What's up, everyone?
Hey, guys. Episode 5.
Yup, 5.
We started it, and then I was like, wait, let's make sure this is actually recording. And
It's funnier if you don't tell them.
yeah, right. Anyway, Captain Marvel. Repeat what you said.
Anyway, so jumping straight into the Captain Marvel movie trailer that dropped this morning. I literally saw it. I got a notification, not even from Marvel that it was uploaded.
Yeah.
I got a notification from one of a YouTuber that I watch that reviews movies and trailers and whatnot. And I was like, this bitch is on the ball.
I think I saw it on, it was the top post on Reddit. That's where I saw it this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Gosh, yeah. Internet moves quick.
Yeah.
The fact that she had a reaction trailer up before I even got a notification from Marvel's movie channel that it was uploaded, I was like,
they must have it's some weird alarm that
I don't know. I was just like, man, Satan works, but she works harder.
Yeah.
Anyway, the trailer looked good. I really have no idea what the story is going to be, though.
Oh, I'm in the
at all. I know certain things that they're going to hit, like they're going to hit how Nick Fury loses his eye and whatnot, and just random things like that. But I know we were talking about it earlier. I have no idea where she's going to go by the end of the movie to make it to where she's just gone for 20 years, 30 years.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Who can incapacitate Captain Marvel for 30 years?
We're going to probably see, or maybe she's just doing it of her own, of her own will. Probably just hiding.
Yeah, maybe
probably just doesn't want to be I'm guessing she has enough of it by the end of this movie. By the end she's just I don't want to do this anymore, or she maybe does something really bad, and Nick Fury's just well, you're kind of the strongest thing we have, so can I at least have you on retainer? And she's
Can I have your number?
Can I have your number? And she's gonna be yeah, okay, fine. And then 20 years passes and Nick Fury dies.
Well, that was depressing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's another weird because I know Ronan's in the movie, right?
Yeah.
But he can't be the villain, and if he is, then he doesn't die.
Right.
Because he's in Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Right? Yeah. So I can't see him being the villain. I know the Skrulls are going to be the main villain, but there's got to be a big bad, and I feel.
I don't know if there has to be.
I think they're dead. For someone as strong as Carol to
to fight. I don't want it to be.
I don't
I don't want it to be an Ironmonger.
Yeah,
thing.
A third act monster.
Yeah, or oh, this is just Iron Man, but he's bigger and stronger. It needs to be I don't know, maybe just a swarm of Skrull attacker or something.
See, and even then though, I just can't see that being a good fight. I could see that good for the second act of the movie where she finally finds a way to recognize what's Skrull and what's not,
right,
and attacks them.
Ooh, but maybe she kills somebody accidentally, and that's why she just
the grandma.
Yeah, yeah, that was actually the end of the film that we see.
She's oh my god.
She's oh my god, I'm too powerful.
And she just leaves for 30 years and hope everyone forgets about her.
Oh my god, that would be the best.
Isn't that the girl who murdered some old lady on a bus?
She comes back and the grandma's granddaughter didn't disappear in the snatcher, and it's just you killed my grandma.
Oh my god! And whoop, gotta go again.
Shit, I shouldn't have come back.
Jesus Christ, another 30 years.
So where are the blockbusters?
Oh my god! Not to mention she left Nick Fury. I don't know if she'd be surprised with technology because she's with the Kree, who's mastered space travel.
Yeah, she comes to Earth probably and it's just
this is
guys,
trash.
You guys need to pick it up.
And then leaves.
They got rid of their blockbusters a long time ago. What the hell did I land in?
God damn it, Netflix. I was talking to someone on Facebook. I don't know if you know Alyssa, but her boyfriend was just wow, the subtle nod at Blockbuster and it being dead. And I was yeah, Netflix definitely paid for this trailer. Just to remind everyone.
Maybe oh my god, what if that cameo brought Blockbuster back from the dead? And we start seeing Blockbusters appear on the corners.
There would be no need to protest. It would just disappear as quickly as they reappear.
I'm surprised they didn't go the Redbox route. Like, apparently Redbox is super popular and
I
successful.
guess. I think it's because people still like a physical copy kind of thing.
That's fine, but it's just like, I don't know, man. If I'm gonna get a movie and want it, like I want to keep it. I don't want to rent it and have to return it to a box.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or we'll just watch it online.
I'm still iffy about the digital stuff too, like because I like to buy it too, but it's very easy to just buy it online.
Yeah, that's the reason that I haven't bought the Infinity War yet.
Really?
Because it's online. I can just watch it whenever I want to. Unless the site that is illegally streaming it suddenly disappears or changes URLs.
I don't mind buying movies if it's something I like.
I have a ton of movies that, when I was in high school, I would always buy movies when I went to Walmart. And then that got too expensive because it was like $20 a movie.
So whenever I buy movies, it's typically on like Black Friday or Marvel movies. Well, it's superhero movies in general, really. And then Game of Thrones. Yeah.
I still have your...
Do you?
I still have your Season 4 DVD set.
I think Matt and Josh have like Season 1 through 3. And then I don't know where Season 5 is. So...
oh my God.
It's a mystery. Yeah, I don't know. I know I saw someone mention the fact that her powers, like the little aura thing that was glowing around her, looks similar to like the quantum realm energy.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, I don't know if they're gonna tie that in or not, but I could see it.
I hope they do. I don't know. I just don't want Ant-Man to be trapped in the quantum realm for so long.
See, so for me, when I looked at it, I thought it also looked similar to like Thanos after he used the Infinity Gauntlet, and like he had all that energy surging through his body, and it was like multicolored. I thought it kind of looked like that too.
Is Captain Marvel, is she stronger than Adam Warlock?
I don't know. Comics wise, I don't believe so.
Okay.
But in the movies, who's to say?
Captain Marvel is like the Superman of this universe, isn't she?
No, she's still not even. No, she's still not even like Superman level.
Oh, she's not that strong, really?
No, I mean she can get stronger. Like the more energy she absorbs, and that's another thing about her. She absorbs.
Oh, is that her limit?
Can like
thing?
shoot it out.
Okay. That's right. She was shooting shit out of her.
Yeah.
Arms.
And then she could fly, and she has super strength. That's kind of about it. And then, like
I mean, that's almost, you just described Superman. He does the exact same thing. He's
got
to absorb sunlight.
Yeah, but Superman also has like bulletproof skin, and I'm pretty sure Carol's like, or Captain Marvel,
right,
is probably weak to piercing weapons. I'm not 100% sure,
well,
but
that
just
sucks.
not energy based. And apparently, she gets fucked in the mind, so
yeah,
that's not good. But I guess Superman does too. That's like his one weakness is magic. So
yeah, his one. Yeah.
So weird.
His one weakness is his home world.
Yeah, doesn't make any sense.
All you have to do is get a kryptonite. I was gonna say all you have to do is like keep him locked in a cage away from the sun, but he can bust out of that, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I think the only person that could beat Superman. Well, he is beaten. I have the comic. He's beaten by Doomsday. But except in the DCEU. Actually, no, in the comics too. He's like brought back, I think.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, guys.
No one stays dead in the comics. No one. Everyone comes back sometime.
Now Superman's totally dead because he's just not in the franchise anymore. Yeah. Probably a smart move by Henry Cavill.
Yeah, I don't think he really had much of a choice.
Oh, no?
No. Well,
I thought that was his choice.
It was kind of WB saying, we're not going to pay you anymore.
Oh.
So I guess you're out.
What the fuck? Why not?
Like his agent was trying to negotiate his contract to get him to get paid more money. And WB was like, why? No.
It's like, if this was a successful franchise, maybe, but no.
Right?
We aren't making enough money to do that.
Yeah.
Now he's going to get
it. I mean, he plays the part well, but I never thought he was like a great actor. So.
I liked him. I honestly really enjoyed Man of Steel, even though it's kind of ridiculous at points.
Yeah, it got better later on.
I think the 30-minute origin story was a bit much. They could have maybe supplemented some flashbacks in there since they were already doing that, but it's like Batman's origin. It's like we already know Superman's origin. Why can't you just start in the middle or something?
I'll be honest, I didn't. I knew he was from...
You didn't know Superman's origin?
I knew he was like from Krypton and his planet exploded. And then, yeah, I guess I did, because I also knew he was like raised in Kansas.
Yeah, because he like crash lands in Kansas.
Yeah.
And Yeah.
And then like his version of Uncle Ben dies.
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I didn't know any like the details about it. Like I had no idea why he went from Kansas to fucking essentially New York, and why he worked at a newspaper place.
It's actually Metropolis.
Yeah, which is essentially New York.
No, it's That's different.
New York.
No, you're right. But, like Metropolis, I think I heard somebody say Metropolis is New York during the day and Gotham is New York at night. So,
oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought Gotham was something else. I thought that Gotham was like Detroit.
Well, yeah, that would be that would be a more apt description.
I was pretty sure I heard Central City, like where Flash is from, is like Kansas City.
Oh God, I forgot about. Oh, really?
That's what I heard.
That's funny.
I'm pretty sure it's. I don't know if it's true or not.
I haven't.
I kind of want to look it up now.
I tried to watch. Wait, the Flash or Archer?
The Flash.
Where's the Archer? Oh wait, not Archer.
He lives in. Oh God.
Arrow.
Yeah.
Green Arrow.
The Archer. Yeah. I mean, same.
Yeah.
It's like what he is.
I don't know where the Arrow lives. Green Arrow. Doesn't matter. I tried to watch the Green Arrow and I couldn't get through the second season. God, did I seriously get through the first season? I don't remember a damn thing about that show. Like not a damn thing. It is so out of my memory. I remember more about Iron Fist, and that wasn't that great.
Okay, so I was wrong. It says it's vaguely defined over the years. Similar to DC's other fictional cities, such as Gotham City and Metropolis, Central City was stated as being located in Ohio, where the world city of Athens, Ohio, would be.
Oh. There's so much... damn it. There's so much creativity in the DC universe and so many cool things.
Oh, Gotham City is New York.
And they're just not doing it right, and it pisses me off. So what's Metropolis? If Gotham City is actually where New York is, then what's Metropolis? Like...
So, it says it's always been a stand-in for New York.
Oh.
But it exists...
Probably like New Jersey or something. Or Newark. I don't fucking know my cities.
They said it might exist on the coast of New Jersey, right next to Batman's Gotham City, which is also a stand-in for New York.
Okay.
Wow. I don't even know where the Flash is from, or where Arrow is from.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, and he's an archer amongst gods.
Yeah,
which
like
I guess is essentially what Hawkeye's slowly becoming.
True. See, I like Marvel's universe more because it's more like these were all kind of regular people, except for like Thor. But like most of them started out as pretty regular people, and then like it's all kind of science based a little bit, and then it's loosely science based, but it's more like, oh, I could believe that more than fucking the Flash. But
yeah, a lightning strike amongst chemicals.
Yeah,
and now he could.
Like, oh, okay, Flash, calm down.
Oh, really convenient.
A lot of chemical based superheroes and supervillains in that universe. Joker was altered by chemicals. Clayman, is that his name? I can't.
Bane, Poison Ivy.
I think Catwoman is like the most normal supervillain because she's just a cat burglar.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of or Penguin. He's just a fucking lunatic.
Oh yeah, Penguin's weird. Have you seen Gotham?
I don't want to watch that.
It's good.
So that's fine.
Okay. It's I like it. I haven't seen it. I haven't watched the rest of the most recent season.
I hear it's good. It's just something. It's like my Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay.
One day I'll watch it and be like, oh my god, can't I just finished it in like a week?
Yeah. Did we ever talk about me finishing that?
I don't know.
Oh, well, it was good.
Yeah.
That was it. That was the end of the story.
What a great story.
What was the
I know, like,
thing?
we talked about it. I just
they
don't
left
know if
it.
we, like, filmed about it.
They left it open-ish.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, where you could speculate what happens.
Yeah.
But
apparently Coulson, I mean, spoilers, nobody watches this right now, but, like, spoilers for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Season 5.
Season 5, yeah. But, like, Coulson's apparently just gonna die eventually, and Fitz is still out there, and it's just like, okay, cool. And it's like, I want more. And are they doing a season 6?
Yeah.
Okay,
they're filming it right now.
Good. Sweet. And I have something to look forward to.
I know Simmons has bangs, and
oh god,
Daisy has blonde hair.
Oh, why?
Not like blonde.
Like Black Widow blonde?
No, that's like blonde.
Oh, okay.
Not like a. I'm gonna look it up. I follow her on Instagram because she's gonna be my wife someday.
Don't tell Bryce.
I already did tell him.
Okay. You gotta steal her away from Logan Paul first.
Which you don't think would be hard.
I know it. After watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I'm just like, why are you even with that guy?
Yeah.
Did you watch the Logan Paul KSI fight?
I don't know why I would.
Because it was supposed to be.
It
was supposed to be cool because somebody was supposed to be. Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah.
Oh, she looks good as a blonde.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a cool thing because Logan Paul was supposed to get punched out, or KSI was supposed to get punched out. Oh yeah.
She was really pretty.
Yeah. But it wound up being a draw because it's obviously a money grab.
Because staged.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a bunch of bullshit. And a bunch of fools paid like $10 to view it, and then a week later it was up for free on YouTube. And it's just like, wow, guys.
Fucking idiots.
They were just like, yeah, we're not going to get any more money out of this. We might as well just put it on YouTube and get the AdSense.
I don't understand this picture, but she posted it.
I can't even see what it is. It's
I
too
liked
far away.
it anyway. It's just a bunch of aliens in like 60s attire.
Oh, I do see it now. Oh,
and
interesting.
her comment was just,
Oh, maybe it's
I don't know if it's like a teaser for like season 6.
Or maybe she's just fucking with everybody.
Yeah, or maybe she just fucking lost her mind because of the guy she's dating.
Oh, man.
This is her new superhero doll.
This is the official Quake doll for Marvel Rising, and it's made by Hasbro, and it's going to be exclusively at Target later this year.
My store.
Oh, nice. You're going to get the first one? Going to put it up in your room?
No, because she has purple hair.
Oh.
So it doesn't look like my...
Is Quake supposed to have purple hair?
I don't think so. I thought it was always black.
I have no idea.
Like a black, almost pixie cut.
Oh, okay.
Is what I thought it was.
I have no idea. That would be cool if she had a pixie cut in the thing.
No, I kind of like the way she looks because of the fact that she looks good. So I'm okay with it.
That's fair.
Yeah, thanks.
What other movie? There's Captain Marvel and Spider-Man, right? Is it Spider-Man coming out in May? Or no.
It's no.
Avengers is coming out in May.
Spider-Man comes out in like July.
Oh, okay. So it is in this. Okay, neat.
Yeah.
Oh, so like.
Did you say neat?
Yeah. So don't make fun of me. It's neat.
That's all.
Oh my God. But so wait, that means the Spider-Man thing isn't going to get resolved when Avengers comes out, right?
What?
So Avengers comes out before Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So does that mean that the end of Avengers isn't going to result in everybody coming back, or is the next Spider-Man going to be like a prequel to Avengers 5? 4?
See, I think we talked about this off, like, camera or whatever.
Maybe.
This is the part where Sony is basically just giving Marvel a big middle finger, and they already stated that Spider-Man is going to take place like seconds after Avengers 4, which just confirms what we all already knew, that they're all coming back.
Jeez.
But one thing that I guess a lot of people didn't realize it, but like, remember in Age of Ultron where Tony Stark had a vision from Scarlet Witch and he saw all of them dead and he saw like Thanos' army invading the Earth,
right,
and whatnot. And in that movie he was just like, it wasn't a vision, I was shown. And like, it's quite possible that she was...
Well, that's not what he said, though. He said it wasn't... It
was like his legacy, the path that he started him on.
Okay. I wonder if he was saying that literally, or if he was just
like... Well, he was thinking, like, it wasn't like just his greatest fear, it was what's actually happening.
Oh, okay.
Is basically... Because everyone else was just kind of showing, like, pieces of their past / like, fears. Like, Captain America was just him coming home and, you know...
Right.
The war being over.
Right.
And he missed it all and stuff like that. And Thor was dreaming about Ragnarok, which actually did wind up happening.
Yeah. That's true.
Lol.
Oh, and then like Heimdall was blind. Oh.
Which didn't make any sense.
Well, because he can see everything, and so if he's blind, that's like the worst part.
Yeah, I'm still pissed that he didn't have the Soul Stone, but that's fine.
He doesn't. Does he have the Soul Stone in the comics?
No, but it would have made sense.
It would have kind of made sense.
His eyes were orange. He had an orange gem in his fucking chest. He could see every soul.
Yeah.
Pieces of shit.
He would have been like the perfect guardian for the
And it was
Soul
an
Stone.
H for Heimdall, which would finish the Thanos acronym. I was pissed.
Are you pissed off
I'm
about
still
that?
upset.
I didn't even think of that until you brought it up.
And and then so like when people were bringing that up even more, and I went back and watched Age of Ultron, and in the vision his eyes were gone. I was like, oh my god, his eyes.
That could have been the Soul Stone.
Those are the Soul Stones.
God. No, but they had to bring Red Skull back, man.
I don't care.
That was cool.
They could have had Red Skull trapped in fucking Asgard.
True. Oh, that would have been neat.
I mean, the Tesseract was already there, so it knew how to get there.
Mm-hmm.
It knew how to get there. It knows how to get everywhere.
I enjoyed the Red Skull cameo. That was a really neat thing. I just wish Hugo Weaving would have been the same guy.
It's fine. I did enjoy that, but I'm still bitter about...
I enjoyed the entire movie. I just, it could have been better.
Still bitter about fucking Heimdall. But, anyway, what I was getting at was, like, everyone that lived were the same people that died in Tony Stark's vision. The original Avengers, basically.
Wait. Say that... What?
So everyone that lived at the end of Infinity War were the same people that died in Tony Stark's vision.
Oh.
With the exception of a few that he didn't know about, like Rocket Raccoon, stuff like that.
Right.
And Nebula.
So
the only other extra one that wasn't dead there that he did know about was like War Machine. But
Thanos snaps his fingers and he has the power to eliminate secondary characters.
Still the best comment.
You gotta have the original Avengers, man. I can't wait.
My running theory is that they will win and they will bring everyone back, but almost, if not all, the Avengers, the original ones, are gonna die in the process doing it.
Is there a Star Wars movie this year?
I don't care.
Or was that just... I do. Or was that... was Solo the only one for this year? I thought 9 was coming out.
I think Solo was it.
Okay.
Because
I would be okay with that.
I'm pretty sure Warner Brothers wouldn't release like Aquaman to compete against Star Wars.
That's true. Weren't there were movies that were released against Star Wars that like totally flopped because of it though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I imagine Solo left a sour enough taste in people's mouths that they're kind of going to wait a year, which is smart, I think. I know you don't care about the Star Wars universe, but I love the Star Wars universe, and while I recognize that Solo wasn't the best movie, it really wasn't. It was kind of boring, honestly. It was... I like it. I love the lore of Star Wars, so I was just like, yeah, this is so cool. But, yeah.
I still stand by my original statement that I think I told you about, which was, if this was just a regular sci-fi movie, I would have thought it would...
Oh yeah, it was.
But the fact that it was part of the Star Wars franchise, it had like a higher level it had to clear, and it didn't.
I agree. They set the bar too high, and so like it's like I don't need to know about Han Solo. What I want is an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. That's what everybody wants, but they still won't bring it out, and I don't know why. Wait, are they still making it? Actually, I think they might be in talks of making it, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Ewan McGregor says he wants to do it, so I've heard, and that would be dope. I would love to have that.
To take it off nerdy stuff for a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm sorry. This weekend, this Friday actually, weekendish. I'm gonna go to watch Trevor Noah in Manhattan.
Cool.
Yeah.
The Daily Show guy. Yeah. I don't like him.
You don't like him?
I saw parts of the Daily. I loved Jon Stewart.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So when he came on, I was just like, oh, okay, and I just clicked off, and I was just like, eh. And I tried to watch it and like it, and I was just like, eh.
I'm honestly just really wondering what he's gonna do, because he typically does like political jokes,
right?
But he's gonna be doing it at Kansas State.
Oh,
so I just can't see him.
Well, it's a college campus, so
that's true too.
It's going to be a little more liberal than you would expect.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just imagining
I remember when Nick Offerman came to Manhattan. I totally missed that though. I kind of wanted to go see him, but I don't remember why. Also, this weekend, it's my birthday.
Is it really?
On Sunday, so.
Okay, I'll have to be busy.
That's okay. I'm going home, so no. I'm not
I'm definitely going to be busy.
I'm not really doing anything. I'm going home. Well, that's not true. On Saturday, I'm gonna go see Kansas, the band. So.
Okay, I was like,
no,
the fuck?
No, my parents got us tickets to go see Kansas, so I'm gonna go see that.
What do they do?
Who's Kansas? You're kidding.
No.
Super famous band?
Never heard of them. So I guess just regular famous.
Well, now that I'm under pressure, I can't think of the one famous song that they have. Dust in the Wind. That's one of them.
All we are is dust.
That's Kansas.
Oh
my God, dude. Really? How about... let me fill the silence while I Google on my phone. Hang on. Almost. For some reason... Carry On My Wayward Son. Carry on my wayward son. You don't know that song?
I'm pretty sure those aren't written by the same people, but that's fine.
Yes, they are. Aren't they?
It's fine.
No, now I have to find out.
No, I don't care.
I care.
I don't care enough.
They are written by the same. You're wrong. No, wait. Yeah, they are. They are written by the same one. So, haha. You're wrong.
Nana boo boo.
Are you playing a game? Come on, man.
You were looking stuff up.
It wasn't going to take that long, and it didn't. Now I'm done.
Okay.
How are we ever going to get sponsors, man?
Marvel Contest of Champions is the game I was playing. You should sponsor me, lol.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Okay.
Shameless plug.
The show's brought to you by Marvel Contest of Champions. Not really, though.
Lol.
Free
Not
advertising.
officially, but yeah.
I've never played it. How is it?
Oh, I'm getting a phone call now, too.
Oh, do you want to? You can answer it if you want to.
It's from a random number.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Here, answer
decline.
it. See, wait,
okay,
put it on speaker.
No,
see what it is.
That. Hello?
Who is it? Did you win something? Are you going on a cruise? Is it your mom? Is it your dad?
This is him.
Is it your grandpa?
No,
Is it work?
It's OnStar.
Is it OnStar? But you're not in a car. What? How is OnStar calling you? Why is OnStar calling you, Sal? Don't worry about it. I'm just filling silence because you're on the phone. Okay. And I have to come up with things to talk about.
Uh-huh.
Did your car crash?
Are you asking me if I want to continue OnStar?
Do you? Do you want to continue OnStar, Sal? Sal.
Well,
Sal.
No, I'm good. I don't need
Sal.
it.
I don't know. I didn't have anything. I just wanted to make noise.
It costs money.
This is the best This is the best podcast ever.
Yeah, you too. Bye. So I'm pretty sure you could guess the question she asked.
Do you just want to continue?
She just kept talking about like this call can be recorded for quality assurance, blah blah blah.
Oh, I hate it when they do that.
I was like, okay, I gotta get back to the bot. So I was just like, if you're calling to ask if I wanted to keep OnStar, I don't. And she was like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. May I ask why? Because it costs money.
Yeah. It costs money.
That was it. Yeah. That was
we're a couple of
the whole conversation.
We're a couple of millennials who can't afford anything.
Just like,
are the millennials killing OnStar?
Is OnStar killing millennials?
Oh.
That was sad.
She was probably like, oh.
She was like,
I see.
Yeah, it's like a service. So.
She's like, yeah, that's kind of how the fucking economy works. So.
She's like, capitalism.
Yeah, way to go.
I guess bye.
Maybe you should get a job.
Maybe you should get a third job.
Don't come crying to us when you crash your car.
That's what she meant to say.
Oh, that's funny.
Kent, I might be moving somewhere else in Salina. It'll probably be closer to you.
Wait, why? Can't afford it?
Less of that. I mean, this sucks paying this much, but
how much if you don't mind, how much are you paying?
$775.
Oh, that's not bad actually. If you had a second person, it would be a lot better.
Yeah,
because that's what our 2-bedroom is right now.
And so that's what I'm looking into.
Wait a minute, $775 for a 1-bedroom? You're getting railroaded, dude. Go find something else.
Yeah, no, it's like
go to Chapel Ridge. Where are you going?
Can't.
I'm
you
sorry.
need to calm down.
I'm sorry. Where are you moving?
Chapel Ridge wouldn't be that bad. I don't think it's.
I'm there. And I wouldn't have to drive all the way across fucking broken up roads.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Fuck the roads here.
I had to. They totally closed off 9th. They were like, "Oh, actually, we're not almost done," and they were just like, "You can't come through."
I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know.
I don't understand.
They're like increasing the depth of the potholes because they're not getting any better.
Like, no one's gonna fucking drive on this road.
Fuck this.
We'll never do construction again if we just fuck it up.
They're gonna just turn it into like a big vacant lot for like 100 yards.
feel so bad for the people that live on that street.
I know. It's been in construction for like 2 or 3 months.
Since I've lived here.
Yeah. But anyway, back to the original. Where are you moving?
So one of my friends that I was on deployment with is thinking about going to K-State here as well.
Oh, okay.
And so we're currently trying to look for a place. And then once I find out if she got accepted or not, here in by the end of next week, I think, or by the beginning of next week, I think is when she said they should find out. Then I'll probably put this one up on Craigslist or something to get a sublease, or I don't know how that works. Magic,
if they allow it.
Yeah, I gotta look at my lease, see if they even do.
It's possible that they won't, because I've never been in a place that does, but I've only lived in 3 houses, so.
Well, subleasing is a thing, so like you said, it's just more of a place if they actually allow it. It would suck if they don't.
Is it actually draining you pretty hard, or?
Well, I really want a roommate.
Oh, I see. You're all alone. Poor Sal.
Yeah.
You should really look. I think either someone's moving out or someone's moving into. I think it's a 2-bedroom near ours. So you should check out Chapel Ridge.
Well, regardless,
it's pretty cheap.
Still have to find a way to get out of this because there's no way I'd be able to afford 2 rents.
True.
So yeah, that sucks. But if I could get that to work, then I'd be doing that. Otherwise, the other option is wait until next semester at the earliest, if not summer semester, for Bryce to move. And the way we've been talking, it sounds like he's going to try and get down here. It's just a matter of finding a job in the area.
Or work at Panera.
And then I would have...
There'll be an opening if we move back to Manhattan.
I mean, I
summer.
could move in... I think my lease is up in May.
Oh, okay.
So... for summertime, I could move anyway, and finally, oh my god, thank God, get out of here. But, wait, how much is Chapel Ridge, if you don't mind?
Chapel Ridge, for a 2-bedroom.
Is that what you guys have?
Yeah, is about the same as you're paying. And we don't pay for water.
Utilities?
We don't pay for water. We pay for electric. Altogether, I have split in half with internet, and because the Cox is cheaper than what you're paying. Wait, what's AT&T here?
45.
Oh shit! If you move to Chapel Ridge, you'll probably have to pay for Cox because I think that's all they offer. So it's gonna be probably $60 for the first year, and then they'll be oh, by the way, it's not gonna be $60 anymore, and it's $70 now. Yeah, so maybe don't move to Chapel Ridge. But it's I have to pay $385 a month with a roommate. So with my wife. So yeah.
Gotcha. So it's essentially like living here, but with another person.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Which is another thing I was looking at. So if Bryce would come down here, I mean, I guess we could find another place, but I don't mind this place. It would just be cheaper if there was another person. Mm-hmm. I mean, because it's not like we need separate rooms.
Just have them move here. Yeah, well, exactly.
And it's pretty spacious. I like it.
Yeah, this is a nice apartment. It's
It's in a good spot in town too.
I think people with studio apartments in New York would be jealous of this because this is has walls, holes in the. It has the holes in the pipes and stuff, and it's super nice.
It has the outside look.
Yeah, yeah. You have no outside
the one
noise.
thing I'd be looking forward to is when she brought it up was the fact that I'd have windows again.
Oh yes.
'Cause I really didn't mind it during the summertime, but now that the weather's today's a bad example, but the weather's starting to get colder. Mm-hmm. I really want to have a window to just sit out there and stare at the snow.
I love snow. I'm glad you like snow. People I know don't like snow.
I fucking love the snow.
Oh my god, Sal! I didn't know this about you.
I just don't like the cold.
Well, that's fair. Nobody likes the cold. Although sometimes
I love all the weather of winter, just not the temperatures.
I love the aesthetic. See, sometimes if I'm just feeling weird, I'll and it's snowing outside. I love it when the street lights are reflecting on the clouds and it's orange outside and there's snow and everything's super quiet and dead.
Yeah, it's super ominous, but calm.
I'll walk outside and just stare up at the clouds in just my shorts and a t-shirt and be like, this is super nice. It's fucking cold, but I'm just at peace.
My favorite is once I get used to the cold, and then there's a day where there's no wind, so it's not absolutely killing you inside. But where there's no clouds in the sky at night. but it's like pitch black outside, but there's snow everywhere.
Moonlit,
so then all the light,
night.
so you could still see perfectly.
So awesome. I love nights like that. Those are my favorite. Mm-hmm. I was born in Colorado, so like I love snow.
Ooh, I was born in California. That does not mean I love snow.
Well, still, like I think it was snowing on my birthday, so I just like to think that's why I like snow so much.
Pretty sure it was probably like still 65 degrees.
It froze in July where I lived in Colorado, so it was like super snowy all the time. We lived. Oh god, I miss that house. Even though I was barely conscious, I remember like there was just a huge open field at the base of a mountain near our house, and so it was so pretty. And we had like not antelopes. We had like deer running through our yard, and super nice.
So you said antelopes, but I heard cantaloupes.
We just had rogue cantaloupes rolling through the yard.
Really
They destroyed everything. It was a pretty dark time for them. The late 90s were a strange time. Blockbuster was still strong. Cantaloupes were sentient
and rampant
and yeah,
intense.
I still remember that house. I remember, oh god, it's so weird how I remember almost every square inch of that house, and I was only like 4 when we left. It's a big time in my life, I guess. Like whenever you're
Stop, don't judge me.
I wasn't judging until you looked up at me guiltily.
Because you were staring at me like,
I was just looking at your phone. I wasn't like...
Yeah, I'm not playing games, everyone. I'm texting an important person back.
Yeah, alright, sure.
That is all.
Anyway.
I was listening anyway.
I'll fill the silence. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Where was I?
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
Moving... I know. Moving is a huge, like... I fucking knew you weren't listening.
I was. That was a joke.
No, I moved from Colorado when I was 4, and I think the reason that I remember so much about that house is just like
the drugs.
Part of that, but like no, but like,
no,
but like I don't know if this is true, but since it was such an eventful time in my life, my brain was probably working more, and so it was like recording everything, and so I just remember a lot about that house. That was the story. There wasn't much to it. But Colorado's a super pretty place, although it's a shit place to live now since it's so expensive. They're like the gap between the gap between the average earning, like the average.
You got this.
I know. I'm sorry.
The median income.
The median income. That's what I'm. Yeah. Sorry. The gap between the median income and the median, like the lowest you can buy a house, it's like the gap between that is super. I don't know what the number is, but it's like ridiculous, like in the 100,000s, I think. No, that's not true, because California's in the 40,000s and they're the worst. So don't live in California.
If you could afford it, live in California.
I wouldn't even do that.
If you can.
Ugh. If I could afford it, I'm gonna buy a really super nice house in Kansas and just not go to California.
My biggest thing is just there's not enough to do in Kansas. I really wouldn't probably move to California either, just because there's a lot of stuff to do, but man, the traffic fucking sucks.
Oh yeah, see, that's another thing. I like traffic in Kansas, even though it does suck here, but I know it would be even worse in LA.
Oh, so bad.
Like they're famously, like that's the one thing people are like, this is great, except traffic sucks.
I'm not even going to get into how bad it was, but
it's so bad that Elon Musk is trying to figure out a way to fix it, and if he's on it, then it must be bad.
Jesus Christ. No, I'd probably rather live in like I need stuff to do, but I also need like a healthy mix of alone stuff to do too.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's why I always like Denver, but once again the cold, and seeing as their winter lasts 8 months.
Yeah, no.
I was just like, no.
See, I like Kansas because even though people from Kansas give Kansas shit for its weird weather, it does give you like an even distribution of the seasons, and that's what I like.
See, I didn't mind that either. I was just talking about how Colorado, like, because I would live around the Denver area if I were to live there.
Mm-hmm.
You have like a really big fucking city that you could do almost anything there, but then you could also just leave and go hiking.
Live in Kansas City. No? Oh.
There's not enough outside things to do.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
That's weird. I think you should look harder.
No, like...
no, I don't want... Fuck off.
Fuck you. Like, I don't want to go to a river or a lake. Like, that's one of the things I liked about California is that there's everything you could do in a city. Then you could also go to the beach. You can go to the mountains. You could go to the desert. You can go.
I see.
So many different options for both.
Move to New York. Nice.
I've never been to New York. I do want to go.
You haven't been to New York?
I've never been to New York.
Okay,
I've always wanted to go, but
I've been once. It was nice. We went for a week. It was for a school trip, and I would never live there because again, the housing market is shitty.
That's worse than California.
But also, it smells like really bad in New York.
So does New Orleans.
There's too many people. Like I could adapt eventually, but I don't want to.
New York and California, just as a whole, are two places where if I had a lot of money, I would get a house there and not live there.
Yeah, I would get like just a nice apartment for when I visit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what. Yeah.
And like that should speak to how bougie of a lifestyle I'd have to be able to afford.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a house on every coast except for Florida, and
oh God, fuck Florida.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna pretend Florida doesn't exist.
I was so happy when me and Bryce were both talking about places that we wouldn't mind going to, and we were both like, not Florida.
I don't think anybody wants to go to Florida.
I don't know how as people,
because it's all the rich New Yorkers. They all retire to Florida.
Oh yeah, it is the retirement.
Yeah,
that's where they all go to die.
Yeah, it's the waiting room. it's God's waiting room. Where all the silver birds. Doesn't matter. They're all old.
Jesus.
Also, this may have just been a Dexter. Have you ever watched Dexter?
Yeah. This
may have just been a Dexter quote, but like I heard, and it's probably not. It might not be true. That Miami has like the most unsolved murder cases in the country, and I'm just like I don't want to do that.
Kind of want to look that up now too.
I kind of yeah.
There's no way it has the most murders, but unsolved
definitely a lot.
Be, right?
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
because it could have like 100 murders and none of them are solved. Yeah. So but yeah, Florida I would not live. I would live in Minnesota. I've been there a couple times and it's super nice. And their winters are crazy, and they don't have like tornadoes and stuff. At least I don't think they do. Not as much as Kansas, although. If you've lived in Kansas long enough, somehow some of us have been able to avoid a tornado all our lives. This isn't dead air. This is just me not talking. I couldn't think of anything else, and Sal's looking up some important information.
Well, I'm trying to find it, but it's like really hard to get just a definitive answer.
Google's just like, do you mean this?
No, well, it's not even that. They're just like, oh, here's a top 10.
Here's a top 10 murders in the country.
Just give me the name of the city.
It's like, I need a yes or no.
I'm sorry, the 55.
They should implement that in Google. Like, if I just need a yes or no, they should be like, yes or no. That's, yeah. I thought it was a lot less complex than I thought it was.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I ask a yes or no question. Like, Google, hey, does Miami have the most unsolved murders in the country? It could just say yes. Or no, and then that would be it. That's all I would need.
I think I found the right top 10.
And then there would be an elaborate button, and I would be like, okay, elaborate on that, and then it would give me all the links that it would usually give me.
So, this would be sad if it's true. This is for what's up? Did you break it?
Sorry, the thing broke. Oh, is it working? Okay, good. Anyway, sorry, continue.
So this is 10 cities with the worst murder clearance rates.
What's murder clearance?
I think those are ones that are actually solved.
Oh, okay.
It says just 17.5% of murders solved in Flint over a decade.
Flint.
Michigan.
Oh.
The one without any clean water still.
That's right.
Yeah.
By the way, Flint, Michigan is still has no clean water. That hasn't been solved, just in case anybody forgot.
They're number 1.
Oh, really?
And this is the part that I said, wow, this would be really sad if this is true, because Topeka, Kansas is number 10 with 32.7%.
Unsolved?
It says city, murder solved.
Oh. Well, then that's not
so that leaves,
sad.
That's actually is really sad. That means 68% go unsolved.
Wait, I'm Oh, well, I mean, okay, yeah, in Topeka, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's
not as sad as Flint, is what I'm trying to say. Like,
yeah, no.
Yeah. But I thought you meant like 32% went unsolved and 17% went unsolved, and it's like, yeah, that is pretty sad, but no, it's even worse.
Yeah. I figured KCK over Topeka. Weird. They must just have really bad gods because Topeka's not dangerous. Where the fuck?
Topeka is super dangerous. I know
Yeah,
people
I don't
that
know
live
what
in
they're talking
Topeka that
about.
are just like, I don't want to live in Topeka anymore.
Topeka's a fucking shithole.
It's just like Salina. People I know who are from, everyone that I've met that grew up in Salina are just like, yeah, I don't want to live here anymore. I'm glad I moved out. I totally see what they mean. And I thought it was just because I was bitter because I didn't want to leave Kansas State. I didn't want to leave Manhattan. And I didn't want to move. And I got here and I got a shitty job and I didn't want a shitty job. So I just thought I was just like in a shitty mood. And then I got a better job and everything's going fine. And I still hate Salina. It's just not, it just sucks.
I actually think I'd be okay with this place if I was like the rest of the people that are okay with this place, and
So
that would be
drugged out.
Oh, I was gonna say have a family, so
Oh,
could be distracted.
So if you live, if you were rich and you lived in East Salina where everybody's
if I had like
if you had money, it would be better.
If I had like a significant other here to distract me from Salina would be
Well, see,
bad.
my significant other's here, and we both hate Salina.
Yeah, but I need someone to distract me, not double down.
Well, see, that's just how.
Yeah, which is probably how it would go anyway.
Yeah, it would, because your significant other would eventually succumb to hating Salina.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're from a pretty. South Dakota's not a big place.
No, it's
well,
not.
Size-wise, yeah, population now.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they'd be like, "Wow, this is a big city." Woo. Like, yeah.
Where is he from in South Dakota? Not Sioux Falls.
Well, that's where he was.
Oh,
now he lives in Rapid, so he traded one of the biggest cities in South Dakota for the other biggest city in South Dakota.
Yeah. Salina's barely as big as Manhattan. It's scratch that. It's smaller than Manhattan.
Yeah, population it's way smaller.
Only by like 10,000.
Schools in session.
That's right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because then Salina only jumps up like probably by another couple thousand, where Manhattan jumps up by like 40,000.
The other day when I was delivering for Panera, I came across what I'm pretty sure was a meth house, because like, first of all, the lady, whenever they open the door as I'm getting out of the car, I'm like, okay, some shady shit's going down, because they don't want me to see the inside of their house. And so like, as I was getting out, the lady opened the door. This is like a tiny little boxy house with no features and like bars on the windows. And I was like, okay. And I got out. She opened the door and like just kind of stood there. And the first thing I noticed was she had like a surgical mask on. And I don't know, maybe she was just like, trying to prevent sickness or something. But like, I was like, knowing where I am, I figured, oh, maybe this is like a meth house and she's making meth. But she didn't say a word the entire time. I was just like, here's your food, silence. Here, I need you to sign this, silence. And then like a small thank you when I left. And I was just like, okay, gonna leave this part of town. And it was like North Salina, which is that's where all the shitty places are.
Wait, you deliver all the way up there?
Yeah. I delivered like just across the street from this place the other day.
I thought you said you couldn't.
I didn't know we could. I had no idea. And then like I had me coming all the way out here, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Because like I thought we only had.
I thought you said like a 4.
It was like
mile radius or something.
No, I thought it was like a 4-minute radius.
Or yeah, that's what it was.
But I keep getting 8-minute things, so that immediately got debunked. But like, yeah.
That immediately got debunked.
Oh, and then I delivered to a guy. Wait.
Yeah.
Why isn't that recording? Hang on, pause for a second. All right, sorry, the recording wasn't working. Or it was, I just couldn't see that it was working. But I use Google Maps to get around town when I'm delivering, and the address brought me literally to the middle of a street. Like just in the middle of a street. Oh, completely not where the place was supposed to be. I drove around for 30 minutes looking for it. I could not find it. It was like 305, forget the name of the street. But 305 was the address. I could not find it anywhere. I found a 304, and I looked around. I looked at the building across the street, which was where it ended up being, and I couldn't see the 305. And I was like, I don't know. Maybe this is it, but it was like an apartment. But it was like a single floor, really super sketchy apartment. So it was, and when I finally went there, like the whole place smelled like cat shit. Like in the parking lot, smelled like cat shit. Like it was permeating through the walls. It was disgusting. And when I finally got to the guy, which was like over an hour and a half later, because I had given up and gone back to Panera, and then he called, and I was like, fuck. So I had to drive all the way back out there. But he opened the door. He had like scabs on his face that he'd been picking, and I was like, this guy's clearly on meth. And he was just like, yeah, I already canceled the order. We already ordered something else, man. Sorry. And I was just like, okay, bye. Because I was like, I'm done. I don't want to. Whatever, fine. But yeah, it was probably the worst day for deliveries for me, just because of all the fucking shit that went down. But we have a water park in this town. Did you know that?
Yeah, it's like right over there.
I had no idea. I drove by it and I was like, oh, that's neat.
It's right by the really nice park that doesn't have anything to do.
There's also like an events center. It's like a Tony's Pizza events center or something.
Yes.
Yeah, and I was like, it's like the Sprint Center except smaller.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it's right across from that
more
park,
ghetto.
right next to the water park.
Yeah. I keep finding places in Salina and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, Salina's like a really nice town.
It's it's just full of trash.
But yeah, there's just not great people.
Have you seen the Oriental food store when you drive down 9th?
Yeah.
That place does not look like a place that should be selling any kind of food. It is sketchy as fuck.
Have you been in it?
No, but it looks from the outside like it should.
Kent.
What? Don't judge a book by its cover?
No.
What?
Every Asian market store looks like that on the outside. And every single one looks the same on the inside.
What does it look like on the inside?
On the inside, it's like really poorly lit. Like all the aisles are really narrow.
That's how I imagined it, yeah.
As much stuff as they can.
But the outside, and it's connected to like a sketchy garage or something, and it's just like...
Okay, I don't know about that part.
It's all... It looks really like...
That one may just be Salina.
I think it's a front.
Adding on, but
I think it's a front for drugs.
And that might be.
It's very possible.
That's not my point, though. My point is that they're all the same. They all follow the same business model. They might as well be like a chain restaurant, chain marketplace. Just like all Mexican restaurants look the same. Like, you know.
They do, yeah.
And then all Chinese restaurants look the same.
They do. They really do.
It's like...
Wow, they really do.
Yeah, even their menus are the same. Like, you can go in
all
and
pictures
order the same thing, and you're like, oh, yeah, that's exactly what I had at
That's
the
what
other
I
place.
pictured in my head, and I'll take it.
Yeah.
I haven't had Chinese in so long.
We should go get Chinese food sometime.
I would love to, but, like...
There it is.
My stomach, though. Like, honestly, I'll take you up on it. But I know it's going to be bad for me. Just like, want to. Just like when I go to Wendy's, I'm just like, this is going to be bad for me in the long run. But damn it, I got to have that triple cheeseburger.
We have to find a good day to do it. Because this weekend it sounds like we're both pretty fucking busy. And the next weekend I'm not going to be here.
Oh, okay.
And then, yeah, which I kind of... Can we keep doing this on Tuesdays?
I think Tuesday is probably going to have to be the day that we do this because, like...
It's starting to line up better for my schedule, too.
And honestly, it kind of motivates me to get home and get this done and not, like, put it off for 2 days. So, like, yeah.
See, and for me, it gives me something to do because Bryce is busy Tuesday evenings anyway.
Perfect.
And so whenever we're done with this, I get to talk to him.
Perfect.
So.
There you go.
And it gives me an excuse to clean up my house.
There you go. See, I'm just, it's all better for you. See, the reason, I don't know if I ever told you the reason I wanted to start this podcast. Because I'll tell you right now. I know you're on pins and needles. I need you to slide back off the edge of your seat
5
for a second.
episodes in, and now I'm interested.
I need you to put your socks on super tight because they're going to get knocked off. I need you to slide back off the edge of your seat and just, okay.
I need to change loads of laundry, too.
Deep
Add that to the list.
No, the reason I started it was because I'd had somewhat of a crisis in my mind because for the past few years I've been working, like any creative thing I've made has been for school or because somebody hired me to do it. And while that's all fine and while I did well at those things,
wasn't something you wanted?
Yeah, it wasn't
a personal thing?
It wasn't, yeah. Like I have a lot of personal projects that I haven't finished, that I've started and gotten really far on and haven't finished, and that's the fucking it's the plague for me. I gotta stop doing that. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to see if he wants to do it, and if he does, we're going to do it. And if he doesn't want to do it, then I'll probably just wait until I move back to Manhattan, and I'll do it with Sammy, because maybe he'll want to do it. But, like, so this is kind of my way of being creative by myself, or not by myself, but, like,
I get
being creative not for another entity. Like, this is something
personal project.
This is something we made, something that doesn't really matter, honestly, but it's something creative and fun.
Meanwhile, I said yes because it was easy.
Yes, I do all the work.
Yeah, which sounds like it's not that much anyway now. And then also I needed something to like break up the mold.
Mm-hmm.
And like, kind of, like I said, this motivates me to clean up my house. It guarantees that I'll see someone in the week that's not related to school or work.
Yeah, and seeing as you and Megan are my only two friends, I needed like someone else to see and be social with. And so yeah, that just kind of fits all that. Speaking of breaking the mold, I almost ran this morning.
Hey.
I was so close, and I was so tired, and I found my couch, and I fell asleep for an hour, and then I had to go to school. But then I got back because that class had been canceled, and I walked for like 20 minutes, like just down the road and back. And I was like, this is good change. And now tomorrow, I think I might actually get up and run.
So I did go to the gym today, and I left early originally to go run. And then as I got in my car and started driving, I was like, I am really hungry. And I only had time to either run, come home and clean before you got here, or get food, come home and clean before you got here. And my body was like, you already know.
Food is, yeah.
And so I went to Subway.
Nice.
And I got a foot long.
I had, when I started delivery.
That was my second foot long today.
Your second foot long today?
That's all I had today was Subway.
Oh my god. Yeah. I can't do that. Although when I started
hashtag worth it.
When I started driving for Panera more and getting tips, I was like, oh cool, extra cash. And so I had like a Subway binge for a while. For probably like 2 weeks, I was just eating Subway for as many lunches as I could afford. And just like if I had a couple 20s, I'd be like, oh, just take my money. Here's some, yeah. And we got coupons in the mail for Subway. And so I was like, well, I got to keep going to Subway now. And so, yeah, but then I stopped because I was like, I should probably be using my mileage money from Panera to pay for the gas that I used during my work hours. And so I stopped going to Subway. But yeah.
I got to stop because it's just like really expensive.
It's not good for you either.
For a sandwich.
It's very not good for you either.
Oh, well, yeah. I was very aware of that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we're all aware of it. We just don't care.
We're all aware easy comes with a price.
Yesterday, I just made my own sandwich because I like have this special sandwich that I like to make. Not special. It's a turkey. It's a turkey and cheese and lettuce on. How's that funny? Did that get you?
Like a basic sandwich.
It's just the sandwich that I always
special.
make when I make a sandwich. It's just turkey and lettuce and cheese and mayo and honey mustard. And now I'm doing sourdough, but I was doing whole wheat.
That sounds really fucking good.
It is good. It's so good. But the thing was, yesterday I didn't realize that my cheese was moldy. So I ate some, and then I shit so much that night. I was just shitting for like... But no, I thought I was having like Crohn's issues, and I was like, fuck, dude, I just got my infusion. Everything
Wait, how'd you know it was the cheese then?
Well, so that's part of the story. Like, I thought it was Crohn's. I was like, fuck, I just had my infusion. I should be better. And then I went to make the sandwich today, and I was like, there's mold on this. Shit, I ate a moldy piece of cheese yesterday because there was mold all over it. And I was like, how the fuck did I not notice that? Because it was like the beginning stages of moldy, and there was just like white bits all over each slice. And I was just like, how the fuck? What was I just closing my eyes while I was making the sandwich? Oh God, it was.
God, that makes me really want to. I don't have any lunch meat though.
Any lunch meat?
I have bread, mayo, cheese.
Go get some Oscar Mayer. They have it's not.
I'm not doing that right now.
Oh, well, not now. It's just when you do. No, go to Dylan's, and I get the smoked turkey. It's like the 9-ounce pack. You get 2 for $6, and so yeah.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. It's really
That'd be
good.
a better supplement to Subway because then I can kind of
yeah.
Yeah.
If you buy lettuce though, you got to make sure you eat like a sandwich a day, otherwise that lettuce goes bad.
I just won't put lettuce on it, if we're being honest.
That's my veggies for the day.
You sounded so sad when you said that.
Well, because like I should be eating like carrots or something, but nope, I'm just a slice of lettuce on my turkey sandwich and then I have a Coke.
Carrots are gross.
I've started drinking. Carrots are delicious. You don't like carrots?
When I can't taste them, they're fine.
Carrots are good.
Or when their textures, like I like them in soup because they get all soft and gooey, so you could just like and not have to deal with them. Mm-hmm. And then I also make steak tacos with carrots and cucumber. Ooh. Or zucchini. Sorry.
That smells good. That smells good. I can smell it. That sounds good.
Yes. It actually does smell really good too.
Nice.
It's just steak, carrots, and zucchini with sriracha sauce. It's really fucking good.
Nice. I've never had sriracha.
I'll make it for you.
Because I'm a basic white bitch.
One of these Tuesdays, I will cook it. Okay. And it'll be here, and you could try it. And we'll talk about that.
Yeah, that'll be the subject of the next podcast.
Like, oh my god, this is amazing. Yeah. It might make you poop though.
Cool.
It's like spicy. I feel like you're used to that by now.
I don't ever eat spicy foods, probably because of that reason. But
not the spicy part, but like
pooping. Yeah, I guess I am kind of used to that after almost
eating moldy cheese and having Crohn's disease.
I was so relieved when I saw that I'd eaten a piece of moldy cheese because I thought I was just sick from Crohn's.
Which is really sad.
Like, I know.
Put that in perspective.
Yeah. Oof.
Jesus.
They actually upped my dose because I think my body is like, you need more of this, and so they gave me more, and hopefully I won't have stomach aches by the end of the session. But yeah, so.
I think we should call it a night.
I agree. I'm running out of things to say, and
I'm getting tired.
It's almost an hour. I can tell. Your eyes are all droopy.
Shut up.
What did you do today? You didn't run.
My best. Nice. I went to work, and I was working from 6 in the morning all the way through till 1:30. Then I drove to which wouldn't have been that bad, but like I had my alarm set for like 5:10. And then that gives me like 20 minutes or about 30 minutes to lay in bed and then get ready in 5 and then leave. But for some reason, my body woke me up at 4:45. And I was like wide awake. So I was like, well, this is happening now.
I rarely have that issue where my body just wakes me up. I am a dead sleeper until my alarm wakes me up.
See, so mine was... I not only woke up from a dream, which I don't remember what it was now, but then the second I woke up, it was like thrusted into like reality, and then I had to pee, and so then it was just like a 1-2 punch. Like, you're awake.
Those are fun mornings.
But it sucked. Like the reason I'm so tired is I couldn't sleep last night because I really needed motivation to go to the gym, and so I took pre-workout at like 7 o'clock at night. Oh my
god.
And then I worked out, got it. I thought it was out of my system, and then like me and Bryce talked till like probably like 10 o'clock, and then I was like, I can't sleep. So I was like, it's fine. I'll just watch a little bit of TV, and I'll just like try again at 11. Did that. Nothing still. And I was like, fuck.
I'm telling you, man, you should take a melatonin.
Yeah, but your body gets used to that.
No, it doesn't actually. Not as if you supplement it correctly, it won't.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you're not taking it every night.
Yeah, take it on the nights where you can't sleep.
They're so frequent now. I mean, this was just an anomaly. It's typically not this bad, but, like, because of the pre-workout, I couldn't fall asleep. The last time I remember seeing was, like, 1:14 in the morning. And then I still woke up at 4:45. So, regardless, I got about 3 hours of sleep. And I couldn't take a nap today.
Wow.
To, like, try and supplement it. So, like... After we're done here in like the next 2 minutes, I'm gonna call Bryce for like maybe 20 minutes and be like, good night.
Good night. I'm going to sleep.
Words.
And I'll be up until. Usually I'm up until about 1 dealing with this because like, don't make fun of me because it takes like an hour to render. So.
Fair enough.
So yeah, that's the end of the 5th episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. And we'll see you next week.
Be safe. Make good choices.
Wear your seatbelt. Bye.
It brings a